There's a difference between sacrificing material and hoping your attack works and actually sacrificing the right way. And in today's video, I'll be playing some aggressive chess with players around my rating points. And the games are going to be very instructive and also very entertaining. And without further ado, let's get some games started. All right, who do we have here? We have a 2160 rated player. Let's go with the king's pawn opening. Let's see what my opponent is going to respond with. Move like this, I'm expecting we might get it. Okay, opponent is going for this Sicilian, and I'm looking at going for the Smith-Morra Gambit. I'm looking at playing some very aggressive chess today. So let's go here and then proceed. We have, for the cost of the pawn, we have massive lead in development. I think this is the way. Go away. Opponent captures here, capture here, and then a move like this, I think. Let's see how opponent handles this. The check here doesn't work. That's because the queen is defended. Usually, it is usually a trap where you land a check there and just end up winning your opponent's queen. But this time around, it's not working. The opponent might play a move like this, and I think this might be the way. That might be the way. That might be the way. Threatening check. Threatening to go here with a fork. Very nasty fork. If I immediately go capture here, opponent just plays a move like this, and my bishop is trapped. The bishop is going to be trapped. The bishop can't go back this way. The bishop can't go here, and the bishop can't go here thanks to the evil knight. My bishop will just be trapped. So now I'm threatening to just go here, and that's going to be a fork, and I pick up the rook. Okay, opponent goes here, so now I'm going to land this check first, and then I just come back, and then I come back. A check here I like, a check there I'm not sure what I'm getting with. I'm looking at just playing this move first. Let's play a move like this. I want to land a check here as well. So look at my pieces, guys. Look at my opponent's pieces. For the cost of the pawn, I have massive lead in development. The only good thing for my opponent here is that I do not have a queen on the board. If I had a queen on the board, it would be GG's very quickly. It would be GG's very quickly. Okay, I think I want to land this check. Let's land this check. Moving back is not something something I can get to play. Let's land another check here. Plan now is to land this move as a plan. I wish there's a way I can land something else, but not seeing the way. Let's go here. I wish I could land a check on this diagonal. It would be checkmate, but there is no check on that diagonal. Okay, so opponent is likely going to push pawn forward, just trying to kick my piece away. I like this check, but it is just a check, nothing else. It is just a check, and it's a check that loses a piece. A move like this I like. Opponent is not. Wait, let's say I go here. Opponent can. If I go here, if opponent captures here, wait. What if I even land this check? Wow. Let's say I land this check. If opponent captures with the rook, capture here. The opponent can get away with capturing with the rook. If I land this check, if opponent dares to capture here, that will be checkmate. Opponent is not going to capture that way. So if I go here, opponent can capture with the rook. And after I check here, I still have nothing. So let's just go back. Let's just go back. Opponent might be looking at maybe playing moves like this and trying to put the bishop here. I'm looking at just castling here, trying to bring my second rook into the game. That cannot be bad. I also have the bishop pair here. I love my position. I'm in love with my position. Let me castle now. A move like this, I do not mind. I think I'll just play a move like this. I think I prefer to play a move like this. Maybe land my knight here. Let's go here. Trying to capture here. Maybe swing this other rook over here. Let's go for some attack. Problem here is that my opponent is able to play this move, which is not a move I like. Look at my opponent pawn structure, guys. Look at the pawn structure. And addition to all of that, I still have the bishop pair. So I think I'm winning here. I strongly believe I am winning here. I think I am winning here. This rook is not contributing to the game, and the rook is not an easy rook to bring into the game. A move like this, trying to defend this, doesn't work because we have this check. The opponent cannot really play a move like this. We just go for this check and we are picking this up. And I'm threatening to capture here. So here is opponent moving the piece. Okay, moving the piece here comes to mind. Moving the piece comes to mind. I'm looking at going here, then going here. Okay, if opponent moves the piece here. Okay, I was also looking at this move, but I think my opponent can get away with playing this move. The opponent plays this move. Just going here. Let's go here. A move like this looks reasonable. But the moment I capture here, opponent captures here, I just capture here and I capture here. And I'm just winning. And I am just winning. So a move, opponent's pieces are just tied down. This was a perfect Smith-Morra Gambit. This was just a perfect Smith-Morra Gambit. So opponent going back to defend. Opponent going back to defend. I'm already looking at this move. And that's check and checkmate here. Not the easiest position for my opponent to play. Not the easiest. I think a move like this would have somehow been better because it actually defends the square. And even if I double up my rook on the 7th rank, we do not have this checkmate. Opponent is looking for the best defense, but I'm struggling to find a defense for my opponent. There is no defense. There is no defense. The only defense here is smash the resign button. There is no defense here. Game is over. Piece activity. This is what is called piece activity. Material wise, opponent is up a pawn, but piece activity is just out of the word. My piece activity here is out of the word. Also, positionally, I think I'm happy with my position. For one, I have the bishop pair. Second reason, look at my opponent pawn structure. These are just sitting target for my pieces. A move like this, trying to defend, looks reasonable, but then a move like this, checkmate is threatened here, and opponent just cannot do anything about it. Don't tell me my opponent is stalling. That would be insane, but let's see. If the guy is stalling, be my guess. I'm looking at something else, but I do not think I have something else. I think we have this. We just capture here and capture here. A check here and picking this up. It's also a move. Everything here is winning. Everything is winning. And opponent cannot really save the rook. That's the problem here. And now opponent is just going to end up losing the rook. Opponent is going to end up losing the rook, although not losing the rook completely because they can get my bishop. Opponent resigns, and that's GG's. I played with 84.3% accuracy. Opponent played with 74.9%, and I was never in trouble in the game, but there was a point where I missed a tactic. Let's see, what did I really miss? It was the Sicilian Defense, and I like to strike with the Smith-Morra Gambit just to get my opponent out of their home preparation, and I think I did just that. Okay. In this, oh, they had to play this move first before this move. Opponent messed up the move order. I did not take advantage of it. Then, yes, that's the way. That's the way, guys. That's the way. I think my opponent, okay, opponent did not find the best move. I think the best move was to go here, and I think we can still capture here, or maybe capture here and be fine. No, we can't capture here. I don't think we can really capture here because after I move like this, I'm getting trapped. Instead, my opponent played that move. I captured here with check. Okay, the engine wanted me to just retreat my bishop and threaten to go here, but I wanted to finish my development. And then I bring the rook into the game, strike with another check, brought my knight into the game, and just look at my pieces. For the cost of the pawn, look at my pieces. I have massive piece advantage here. I have massive lead in development here. I castled my king. I wanted to bring my rook into the game because that's another idea. That's another reason you castle, to bring your rooks into the game. Connect your rooks. And after this move, I was expecting the trade. Okay, the engine wanted me to capture here. Oh, after opening defense here, what is going on? Not too sure what is going on. Okay, but instead I captured this way. Okay, that is what I missed. So let's quickly look at it. After I play a move like this, if opponent moves this knight, I just capture the rook. So opponent cannot move the knight. So opponent can play. Okay, opponent should move the knight. That is the only move for the knight. If opponent plays this move, trying to defend this way, I have rook c1, but I'm looking at my opponent playing this move. Rook c8. And what do we have? Oh, look at that. And then we come back again and we are just capturing the rook. It's just completely winning. Okay, I did not calculate any of that. Instead, I just captured with my rook. And the position was still better for me here. And after a move like this, just a disaster. We have this move. The threat here is simple. Just come here, land a check here. And this is going to be checkmate because we have a bishop here. So instead, my opponent strike with this move. I captured here, land a check here, capture the bishop. And after I move like this, I landed a check here, capture the rook, and opponent resigns. Let's get another game started. Okay, we have a 2300 rated player here. Let's go with the king's pawn opening. Another Sicilian defense. Let's go with the Smith-Morra Gambit. Let's see what my opponent has learned about the Smith-Morra Gambit. I don't want to go into some deep theory with my opponent. Let's go for the Smith-Morra Gambit. Okay. That's kind of weird. I usually don't see that line. I usually do not see that move. Okay. Now we are threatening to land a check here. The opponent cannot stop it. Opponent cannot stop this check. That's just an annoying check. And the opponent king is going to be stuck on the center of the board. Very annoying check. Very annoying check. Opponent has this check. It does nothing. Whoosh. That move also does nothing. Move does nothing. Oopsies. That is bad. That's because we have this move. I can capture here, but we have this move. After my opponent moves to anywhere, we have a check here. We pick up the rook. Okay, opponent is willing to give that up. I'm going to capture here and just castle. So let me castle my king to safety. That's what I should be doing. That's what I should do if I get myself into an unnecessary trouble. A move like this I like. A move like that, I'm not seeing what I get with. So I'm going to play this move instead. I'm looking at finishing my development like this. Let's say I go here. Opponent is going to push pawn forward and I'm not seeing what I have there. Do I have anything? Do I have anything? Let's say I go here. Opponent push pawn forward. We have nothing, guys. We have nothing. So let's just go back again. A move like this I was expecting, and after I move like this, opponent captures here, I capture here, opponent captures here, I capture here, opponent captures here. That's going to be an equal trade. I do not have an issue with that equal trade. That kind of equal trade. Okay, opponents can play a move like this, I guess. That I also have no issues with. If opponent captures here, capture here, I capture here. If opponent capture here, opponent strikes with that move. I like to play this move, and I think I'm going for this move. Because when you are up material, you want to be trading. I'm up a queen, so I don't think I mind trading here. I don't really mind trading here. Let's go back. I like to land a check here, but opponent can play this move, I guess. Opponent can play this move. I think this is a, this is a very dangerous check. A very dangerous check. Let's go here. And after this move, I'm looking at just playing this move. I think I like this move. Just going to capture here. I have no issues capturing there. I want my opponent to give up the bishop pair. I want my opponent to give up the bishop pair. Bro, give up the bishop pair. If they don't give up the bishop pair, then they will have to give up their rook. But they have to play this move now. I have to play that move now. Give me the evil rook, bro. Give me that evil rook. Opponent resign. Opponent resign. And we are destroying strong players with the Smith-Morra Gambit. Smith-Morra Gambit is crazy. Let's quickly take a look at this game. Wow. I played that with 92.77% accuracy. Opponent played with 81.2% accuracy. And there was no brilliant move, but I did not make any mistake, but I had some inaccuracies as usual. I went for the Smith-Morra Gambit, just trying to take my opponent away from all the garbage they have studied. And the opponent accepted the Gambit. And after the trade, happy with what I have on the board. This is all book move or theory, we can call it that. This is how I love to play the Smith-Morra Gambit. Not sure why the engine is suggesting this. Okay, I think I know that. I know why. This move is not usually what they play in the Smith-Morra. Usually they play moves like this. And some of them, they play moves like this. Some people play moves like this before including a knight move like this. But my opponent goes for a different route. And after I move like this, the threat is simple. Land the check here and stop my opponent from castling. And if my opponent is stopped from castling, a move like this becomes annoying. We are threatening to capture this pawn. I think opponent can defend the pawn this way, but it's just a complicated position. And after I move like this, if my opponent had captured here, I think I'm just going to capture here. I can just capture here. I should be up a pawn. I can capture here, but I think I'm leaning towards capturing here. Oh, I'm not going to be up a pawn. Let's quickly learn something here. Let's quickly learn something here. So what do we capture with? The engine is suggesting f4. F4. What is f4? A move like this. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. The engine is suggesting knight to a6. But let's say my opponent captures here. I can land a check here. Wow. And after I move like this, a check on e2. This is an insane position. King has to go to f8. If you move to any of these squares, I think a move like this is self-explanatory. I'm just going to capture this piece, capture the queen. But I'm already down material. So I think opponent can give up the queen. Oh, this is checkmate already. Rook to d1. Oh, they can't capture the queen. What am I saying? The knight is defended. The knight is defended. So they have to go here. Then we still go rook to d1 anyways. And the opponent has to go bishop, not that. Bishop to d7. This is some stockfish line. And then I castle. I'm down 4 points of material. And the engine wants me to just casually castle. That's complicated. Thank goodness we did not walk into this kind of craziness. I think I would have just captured here. And after the trade, I'm just going to play moves like this. And I'm still better. My position is still better. I still have massive lead in development. This is still a threat. A move like this comes to mind. A move like this and just castling. I think I'll still have the better position here. But instead, my opponent decided to play this move, and then I strike with this move. The idea is simple. If opponent decides to move here or move anywhere, I just land this check and I pick up the rook. But instead, opponent decided to sack. Just captured here and castled. Okay, I was looking at this move which the engine wanted some moves earlier. Oh, that was a crazy move. That was an amazing move. I missed it, taking advantage of the pin on the pawn. And if opponent captures here, we just capture with the knight. And after I move like this, trade queens, you are up material, you want to be trading. An opponent overlooked my threat here. I landed a check here, played a move like this. The threat is simple. Move this bishop somewhere, open up a discovered check. And it might be checkmate, although it's not going to be checkmate, because if I move here, the queen goes here, the king goes here. If I move here, the king goes here. Oh, or I can move here and just grab a piece here. And this is under attack, this is under attack. So instead, opponent just block this way. And after the trade, I play this move. The idea is straightforward. Land the check here, and opponent will be forced to give up the rook. So opponent realizes that, and opponent give up the bishop pair. And in addition to my material advantage, I have the bishop pair. What am I complaining about? Nothing. And opponent just gives me a rook. I grabbed here, and opponent resigns. Let's get another game started. Okay, now I'm playing with the black pieces. Opponent goes with the king's pawn opening. Let's go for the French defense. Let's go. Okay, this is the classical variation of the French defense. We have to capture here. Opponent captures here. I've seen people capture here. In one of the games I played recently, somebody captured here, and I captured here, play a move like this, and castle queen side, and it was crazy game. It was a crazy game. I ended up getting destroyed. Let's play a move like this. Capturing here is the way to go, and they usually do not capture here. They usually do not capture here. And usually you want to keep the bishop there, but you want to leave the bishop there and say, bro, capture the bishop if you will. But I usually like to withdraw the bishop. Let's play moves like this. Let's see what opponent is up to. I think at some point I'm just going to withdraw my bishop in here. If my opponent is not going to capture the bishop, defend, give me my bishop. If you are not capturing the bishop, be my guest. Be my guest if you are not capturing the bishop. Okay, let's do this. I see my opponent capturing now. If opponent doesn't capture, I just put my bishop back and I'm chilling. Okay, let's go back. I am chilling. I think I like my position here. I have the bishop pair. I'm also looking at just going here. Let's just go here. After I move like this, I just capture here. The threat is to capture here, win a pawn here, or simply win a pawn here. So I'm threatening to capture here, but I see my opponent playing a move like this, just stopping me. That makes sense. That makes sense. And I'm not up a pawn. Why do I feel like I'm up a pawn? I'm not really up a pawn. So what's the excitement about? Wow. Wow. Opponent just gave me a pawn. Bro just gave me a pawn. Grabbing it. I'm grabbing the pawn. Because why not? A move like this, opponent is looking at going for, trying to go for a fork. But after a move like this, bro, what do you have? That's a pawn, bro. Okay, let me swing this rook over here. Let's swing this rook over here. Let's grab here. Go away. I'm threatening checkmate here. Let's help now. Isn't this rook trapped? Isn't my opening rook trapped? I think the rook is trapped. This should be winning. This should be winning. A move like this. Oh, a move like that. Yes, I can capture here. Oh, the rook is not trapped. The rook is not trapped. Opponent can escape. Opponent can escape. A move like this, and there's no way for me to keep defending this pawn. Crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. Opponent has to capture. Okay, opponent can capture anyway. Can capture that way as well. Pushing pawn forward comes to mind. Pushing pawn forward loses. I see my opponent playing a move like this, just trying to put pressure on this. Wow. This guy is going full crazy mode. Guy is pushing everything on the king side. This is usually begging for trouble. This is how you beg for trouble. This is how you usually beg for trouble in chess. That's what I call begging for trouble. Let's hit this. Evil rook. Opponent captures. Okay, opponent doesn't. Let's go here. A move like this I like. I want to sustain this pin. That's why I'm going for that move. Let's go here. Keep it defended. Oh, opponent can capture this way. Oh, opponent can capture this way. Okay. I thought I was looking at this move and then playing this move. This is what I was calculating. How is this not going to end in checkmate? How is this not ending in checkmate? Is what I'm thinking. I'm breaking this pin. That's a very nasty pin. I just want to break the pin. And if opponent goes capture here, I'm going to capture here with check first. That's a nasty pin and a discovered check. So now that I play this move, opponent can land this move. That looks crazily intense. Go here. Let's go here. I'm looking at going here and threatening to go checkmate. I don't want to give up. I don't want to trade the rooks. That's not something I want to do. I want to push pawn and just deliver checkmate here. I don't want my opponent to capture here and force a queen trade. I'm attacking my opponent. My opponent's king is wide open. So why are we trading queens? Doesn't make sense to trade queens. Okay, opponent is going to end up forcing a queen trade. I think I have this move. If opponent captures here, I just capture here. If opponent lands a check here, I think I just go away. But then opponent can capture here. Oh, If opponent lands a check, I think I can just go back here. And opponent doesn't have any other check. Yes, I think I prefer that. I'm threatening to land this check and checkmate. That's a threat on the board. Land a check and should be checkmate. A move like this, opponent wants to play. But a move like this, I'm going to strike my opponent with. And opponent is going to find the resign button. If opponent land this check, going up here comes to mind. Okay, that's checkmate. Oh, okay, I think we can capture here first. Opponent resigns. Opponent resigns. I wanted to go here. Opponent thought he had some very nasty move. If I had gone here, opponent goes here. Opponent is just offering a trade here. Not even offering a trade. That's me losing a lot of material. That's me losing a lot of material. But the moment my opponent captures here, I have a check. I land the check here. And after this other check, I was thinking I would just go here checkmate, but then I realized, oops, you do not have that move. But I can then capture here and I'm just completely winning. Let's quickly take a look at this game. Guys, we played 3 games and we won 3 games. That is insane. 3 games out of 3. I played with 84% accuracy. Opponent played with 68.4% accuracy. That was an amazing game. I was never in trouble from the graph. Let's quickly take a look at the game. It was the French defense and the classical variation of the French defense, and the opponent played it maybe weird. Yes. Okay, capturing here is the way. Sometimes the engine doesn't want you to capture here. The engine can be confused sometimes. And after my opponent did not capture, I just try to play a move like this. Just withdraw my bishop. Now I have the bishop pair. And now I have the bishop pair, and it should count for something. The bishop pair is something. And after I move like this, that move just gave up a pawn. And I captured here. The reason I captured here, I suspected my opponent wanted to play a move like this. That is why I just captured here. Was that the best move? Okay, the engine is frowning at that move. The engine is simply saying, bro, why did you give up your bishop pair? And after that, I strike with this move. I thought I was being brilliant. But then my opponent strikes with this move. And after I trade here, okay, the engine wanted me to just move away and give back the pawn. But the engine doesn't really know me. I do not do that. I played a move like this, trying to just pin. The pin doesn't really do much. And after I move like this, I strike the knight. I purposely left my queen on this diagonal just to make sure I have a pin here. And after I move like this, I decided to defend this way, so that when I play a move like this, my rook is still seated here. I did not want to play moves like this, but that was not really a good move. Okay. The engine was saying opponent should push pawn. I was thinking my opponent can capture here and get away with, and just ruin my king side, because I can't capture here because there's a pin here. And when I capture here, my king is now open on the king side. Or maybe I could get, maybe in some position, I just move my king away and start using this open file to attack my opponent. Instead, my opponent just traded there. Maybe opponent was expecting me to capture here, but capturing there was not what I wanted. There was checkmate. Oh, guys, there was this checkmate. I was looking for this check. I think I've looked for that check and I could not find it again. I looked for the check and just could not find that check again. Try to get that check again, and opponent was wise to not bring the king up and allow the check. I landed a check here. I wanted to push pawn forward. The engine is suggesting I just land another check here, but then I played a move like this. I thought this should be the best move. Kind of proud of the move, but the engine just wants me to land this check. The engine is screaming, just this, land a check on h4. But then I did not do that. And after I move like this, opponent thought he was being clever. If I capture here, opponent might just capture and it becomes an equal trade. Not really an equal trade. If I capture here, opponent doesn't have to capture. Opponent just goes back here, offering a trade, offering a queen trade. But instead of capturing, oh, I think even if I capture here, I should still be winning. Let me see. I think this is how good my position is, that even if I played an inaccurate move, I should still be winning. Yes, capturing there was still completely winning, but I found something better, which is just to capture a check, and then my opponent resigns. If you have made it this far into the video, do not forget to smash the like button and subscribe for more videos like this.